Here we go. Wait, 80!
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Here we go. Like 20!
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On second down, it's Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On is the rookie fourth-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, baby.
So here come the Bucs under their new head coach, Bruce Arians. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. What a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, goal 66.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On play action, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason. And we know it helped for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Wait, that's like 20.
56. Back to run. Showing it. Showing it.
Gotw.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Vaughn Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right here. Check nickel.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 45. Hey, I'm coming.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's 2nd year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Coleman now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Jones, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it third down and 10. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
To throw on third down. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on fourth down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 39, Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This one complete to Coleman. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. Todd Gurley, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Phillip Rivers has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And that one is at halftime, as they've got the lead over the visiting Detroit Lions. Kyler Murray, a touchdown pass in that first half. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Gotw and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. When he hit, Alpha.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30.
We got this.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. On 2nd down now, it's Logan. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. William Golston in on the stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning, it's Benjamin. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Levante David in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's got this down to the 35. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They will run again with Coleman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo able to haul it in is Kittle, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Garoppolo looks to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. The kick by Gould is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Tom Brady in the offense. Down 9-6, just over 1:40 to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's back to throw. They'll find Miller, that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Back to throw. This is Miller, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Open man has got it, it's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
For the Buccaneers field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Here we go.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for San Francisco, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?